coupling of coefficient. As shown in this figure, there are two coils A and B which are placed nearer to each other. So from that we can say that these two coils A and B both are magnetically connected. There is no physical connections between this coil A and B, but they are connected through the magnetic flux. So it is most important. It is both coils are connected with the magnetic flux. Now the coil A having number of turns N1 and N2 is the number of turns of the coil B. So we can write the self-inductance of the coil A. That means L1 we can write N square N1 square divided by S. That is your equation number 2. Now similarly you can write the self-inductance of coil B. L2 is equal to N2 square by S. So here we cannot write S1, S2 because S it is nothing but it is a reluctance of the circuit. So it will be same for coil A to B and B to A. So that's why here we are writing only S. S it is nothing but reluctance of the magnetic circuit. Now when the current I1 is passing through this coil A, which produce magnetic flux Φ1. So do you understand? When current flows through this coil A, it produces flux Φ1. Its value becomes Φ1 is equal to N1 I1 divided by S. That is your equation number 3. Now suppose it produces magnetic flux Φ1. Now this flux is linked with this coil B. But suppose the sum portion of flux, here write K1 Φ1 is linked with the coil B. The value of this K1 is less than 1. Already I told you whatever flux produced by this coil A, the whole flux may be linked with this coil or the less flux is linked with this coil. So that's why here we are writing K1 Φ1. Do you understand? So some portion of flux that I don't know, but we can write some portion. Whatever flux produced by the coil A, this some portion of flux K1 Φ linked with the coil B, and the value of K1 is less than 1. So due to this EMF induced in the coil, right? So we can write the mutual inductance of this coil B M is equal to K Φ1 N2 by I1. Already we have seen mutual inductance of the coil. So here we are writing K1 because K1 Φ1 it is nothing but Φ1, that means the flux produced by coil A. K1 Φ1 that means some portion of flux produced by coil A which is linked with the coil B. That's why here we are writing K1 Φ1. N2 is the number of turns of the coil, that is your flux linkage with the coil 2, and I1 it is nothing but the value of current which produce magnetic flux Φ1. That is your equation number 4. Now submitting the value of Φ1 from equation 3 in the equation number 4. So here we can get the equation M is equal to K1 N2 I1 into Φ1 and we can put the value Φ1. So Φ1 it is nothing but N1 I1 by S. So here I1 get cancelled. So our equation becomes M is equal to K1 N1 N2 divided by S. That is our equation number 5. So this is the mutual inductance between two coils. Now similarly, when we pass the current through this magnetic through this coil B, it also produces magnetic flux Φ2. The sum of the portion is also linked with this coil A. So here that's why I am writing the flux Φ2 is produced due to the current I flowing through this coil B, and the value of this flux can be defined or can be written as Φ2 is equal to N2 I2 by S. That is your equation number 6. Similarly here, suppose some portion of flux K2 Φ2 is linked with the coil A. So the value of K2 here also it is less than 1. So we can write the mutual inductance between this coil. We can write M is equal to K2 Φ2 N1 by I2. Here you can say the flux linked with this coil A which consists of N1 turns. So that's why This is the mutual inductance between two coils. That is your equation number 7. Now submitting the value of this phi2 in this equation 7. So N is equal to K2N1I2 into N2I2 divided by S. So this I2 get cancelled. So our equation becomes N is equal to K2N1N2 by S. That is your equation number 8. Now equating or the equation number 5 is multiplied with equation number 8. So here that is your equation number 5, mutual inductance between two coils. In second case the mutual inductance with this coil, equation number 8. Now multiply both equation 5 and 8 multiply with each other. So we will get m into n, m square, k2 n1 n2, k1 n1 n2 and s square. Now m square here n1 n1, so that means n square. Here n2 in n2, n2 square. So here we can write m square is equal to k1 k2 n1 square n2 square divided by s square. So now we can write equation in this manner. M square is equal to k1 k2 n1 square divided by s into n2 square divided by s. This s is separated, given to this n1 square and n2 square. Here n1 square divided by s is equal to inductance of the coil 1. That already we have written here. L1 is it is nothing but the self inductance of coil L1. So that's why here I am writing n1 square divided by s is equal to L1 and n2 square divided by s is equal to L2. Now here we are taking k1 and k2 is equal to k1 and k2 is equal to k, because the value of this k1 and k2 both are same. So that's why our equation becomes m square is equal to k square L1 L2. So now to remove this square from this m is equal to, we can write under root k L1 or k under root L1 L2, because this square is cancelled due to the under root, and we can write k is equal to m divided by under root L1 L2, where this constant k, it is nothing but coefficient of coupling, how many flux linked with the coil. So now the ratio between the actual inductance, actual mutual inductance and the maximum inductance is called coefficient of coupling. Now if all the flux which is produced by coil 1 is linked with another coil, then k is equal to 1. Do you understand? So whatever flux produced by one coil, this whole flux or total flux linked with coil B, that time we can take k is equal to 1, and that is called tight coupling. That is called tight coupling, because all the flux produced by coil 1 is linked with another coil. Now if the whatever flux produced by this coil, it is not totally linked with the another coil, or it is not linked with the another coil. So do you understand? If we are keeping more distance between coil A and B, so whatever flux produced by this coil A, it is not linked with coil B. It is not linked with coil B. So that time we can take k is equal to 0. And there is no EMF induced in the another coil. So in this case, this is called loose. Remember here, it is called magnetically isolated coupling. Here it is a magnetically isolation coupling. Remember, there is no flux linked with the coil. If whatever the flux produced by coil, here it is same. If the flux, when the value of this k, it is between 0 and 1, that means flux linkage with another coil is between 0 to 1, then the coil is said to be loosely coupled. So it is most important. It is most important. So totally flux is linked with coil, then we can take K is equal to 1, then it is called tight coupling. And if the flux K is equal to 0, that means there is no magnetically coupled two coils. That time we can say that these two coils are magnetically isolated. When the value of this K, coefficient of coupling K, it is between 0 and 1, then these two coils is said to be loosely coupled.